I've previously made a video on photosynthesis, a junior edition. Well, to be fair, here's a junior edition of respiration. Firstly, what is respiration? Well, it's a chemical process that happens in every living cell to release energy from food, that food specifically being glucose. It's essential for life because it gives cells the energy they need to function and grow and repair. Now, there are two types of respiration, anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration refers to the fact that oxygen is not present. This is what we call fermentation. In other organisms, for example yeast, it's alcoholic fermentation, where the glucose is broken down to ethanol, some carbon dioxide, and a little bit of energy. In humans, we call it lactic acid fermentation, where lactic acid is produced along with a little bit of energy. Unfortunately, because lactic acid is produced, the blood pH is lowered and muscles get sore. This is why you get sore the next day or 2 days later after doing intensive exercise. With aerobic respiration, we do have oxygen present. This occurs in the mitochondria of the cells. You may remember that mitochondria are often referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. That's because that's where aerobic respiration occurs, and this gives us lots of energy. So what's needed? Well, some glucose for a start, and that's why we eat food, and some oxygen, that's why we breathe. What we make with these two things are some carbon dioxide, some water, and some energy. Now, the energy is in the form of ATP molecules. That's adenosine triphosphate. ATP is the energy molecule that can move throughout the body to where we need energy. In terms of an equation, we have one glucose molecule, that's C6H12O6, that reacts with 6 oxygen molecules to form 6 carbon dioxide molecules, 6 water molecules, and energy. It's that energy that we're really after. That's why we do this whole respiration thing, to get the energy for life's processes. The carbon dioxide, well, we need to get rid of that, so we'll breathe it out. The water, well, our body might use some of it, but we'll breathe the rest out. So the air you breathe out is actually wetter than the air you breathe in. The energy that's produced, well, that's used for all sorts of things like muscle contraction, active transport in cells, building large molecules like proteins, cell division and repair, maintaining body temperature, etc. So essentially, energy for life. And that is a very quick junior look at respiration. Well, that's the video done. If you liked it, brilliant. Hit the like button and leave me a comment too. Now you know what to do. Go hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.